Welcome to the Over 40 Alpha Podcast with your host, Funk Roberts.
What up, everybody? It's Funk Roberts here, and welcome to the Over 40 Alpha Podcast. This is our special Ask Funk episode, and this is episode number 2. I am your co-host, Funk Roberts, because I'm here with my co-host, Ricky T. What up, Ricky?
What up? Welcome to episode 2. Ask Funk. Here we go.
Yes, episode number 2. So this is the Over 40 Alpha Podcast, but we also have our Ask Funk. And the Ask Funk is where we take the questions that are asked in our Over 40 Alpha Brotherhood Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group for our members, but we answer questions every single week. So we have tons of questions, which you'll see in this podcast episode. And Rick and I get in there, we answer the questions, and because we want to make sure that everyone who's doing the program gets the support we need. And then we thought, you know what? We've done 39 or some of these Ask Funks. We thought, let's just start putting these public so that there's a lot of stuff in the questions that they ask that you, as a man over 40, 50, 60, 30, whatever, can also get some good feedback from, whether you're in the program or not. We're just trying to, give as much information to men over 40. So welcome. So this is episode number 2 of Ask Funk, but, this will run with the Over 40 Alpha Podcast. Rick, how are you doing, first of all?
No bad days.
I love it. And what do we have in store for this episode?
Yeah, let's hit that highlight reel. We got the dangers of sauna suits, warnings from inside the octagon. Funk gets passionate about veganism and MLMs. We learn about groats and how to eat them. And we find out what Funk plans on slipping into his wife's diet.
Yeah, man. So there's some good stuff in there. I may lose some fans about the MLM and vegan, but hey,
haters make you famous.
The truth is, anyways, guys, listen up to this podcast episode. It's fun, it's great, but there's a lot of good information in here, and we'll continue to put these Ask Funks. These are questions that our men ask, so we never we never we encourage this. So no, there's no bad questions. There's never any bad questions. So anyways, enjoy this. And if you like it, please like this, rate it 5-star, and leave some comments. All right.
Share with all your brothers over 40.
Absolutely. Let's get into it. Let's get it done.
See you on the inside.
Some great questions in this episode. But of course we got some announcements. So Rick, why don't you start us off with some of these announcements?
Okay, we update on Sarah Strong. She made it through, how many rounds did she have to do of the radiotherapy?
She had to do 14 rounds of radiation.
So she made it through there.
And now she made it through there. It was tough. It was rough. I had to talk her off the ledge many times. But she's insane. She's amazing. So it's great to hear her and see her get through that. Yeah.
And now she's got another 3 months of chemo ahead.
Yeah, so basically every week, 3 weeks out of 4, so every month for 3 weeks, she goes for chemo and then take a week off so she can recover, and then she has to do it again. So, there's still 3 months to go. There's still a lot of stuff happening in her place. You got to do some dental to make sure that she can keep her teeth. She turns 30 on February the 20th is her 30th birthday. So this woman is 29 years old. She has a son, she's married. 30 years old she turns, and so they're going to start after, because the doctor wanted her to start on the 16th, but they persuaded her to wait till the 30th. And then, like I said, it's going to be 3 months. But also, the other thing is the doctor really wants her to try to get into a wheelchair. That's the whole point right now, because she cannot get into a wheelchair. She's literally strapped to a bed. Her father's kind of made up some type of contraption that allows her to look outside and go outside, and it's not on a regular basis, but it's pretty brutal. And she's still working, man. She's still supporting you guys. That's the one thing about Sarah. She's still supporting you guys. So I want to thank everyone who supported her along this journey. You guys are awesome. We're thinking of doing a t-shirt, right? Like, that's what I'd like to do, some type of a t-shirt, Sarah Strong, with something else on it, maybe some type of a saying or something that that signifies us as alpha brothers, and Sarah, how her strength really should be that driving force for us as men, trying to get ourselves back into shape and good health and the families around us. So I don't know what what the steps are going to be for that, but we definitely want to put something together soon, then sell it, and all the proceeds can go to Sarah. Because I you know, we don't need the proceeds. She needs the proceeds.
She needs the proceeds. Something you can sweat and struggle in.
Totally. And remind you how, you know, exactly the struggle is real and you need to continue through it, whether it's workout, whether it's nutrition, whether it's making sure you get enough sleep, whether it's doing the yoga routine and just keeping yourself motivated and on the road to, you know, an alpha, over 40 alpha.
Yep. Goes to show everyone's got struggles, whether it's chemo or not touching beer.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what the shirt will represent. So that's what we have in mind. Okay. So look forward to that. Also, we'd love to see you post a picture of the shirts we send out on the milestones so that we know you got it. We want to see you repping and flexing. So when you get your shirt, make sure to upload a picture into the Brotherhood.
Yeah. So keep going.
More to say on that one?
Yeah, I was gonna say, so basically what we want to do is we want to showcase you guys who have reached these milestones, who have worked hard to get to the milestones, and we want you guys to post you wearing your t-shirt, you know, like whether you take a picture, please take the picture of you maybe in the mirror or have someone take it, but taking the selfie is going to be kind of hard. But again, beggars can't be choosers. I'm begging you guys to do this, so I can't be a chooser, but the best thing to show off your shirt is literally just take the phone, put it right here beside you and show the t-shirt, you know, and put on, you know, if you've got all 4 t-shirts, put on all 4 t-shirts one at a time, post it, and then, or take a picture and then post all 4 into the Brotherhood. And I think what this does is really shows everyone, first of all, your milestones that you've hit, but also new people coming in, new brothers coming in, so they know what they can expect, what milestones they're fighting for, you know. And it's not just a t-shirt, guys. And I know that if you're just watching this for the first time or you're on phase 2, it's not just a t-shirt. What it says on the t-shirt generally talks about what your journey was from phase 1 to phase 3. You get a t-shirt. Then, sorry, maybe you don't even know what this is. So we give milestones after every 3 phases in the first 12 months. From phase 1 to phase 3, you get that first t-shirt. It's got a little message on it. And the only way you can get it is by earning it, by getting through those 3 phases. Then from phase 4, 5, and 6, you get another t-shirt. After that, those 6 phases. And that has another message that we'll probably talk about your journey. Then phase 7, 8, 9, another t-shirt. And then finally, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is 1 year to alpha, you'll get that final T that signifies everything that you followed throughout the whole year in order to become 1 year to alpha. So guys, please post those, you wearing the shirts, not just the shirts on the ground. We want to see you repping it. We want to see you wearing it, even if it doesn't fit anymore, even if it's too big, or even if it's too small. If you're trying to build muscle, put it on and take a picture. That'd be great.
That'd be great. And close on or close off. Valentine's Day is upon us.
Yes,
so we would love to see a picture of you and your queen, because that's what we like to see. We did that last year. It's really nice to get a glimpse into your lives, but also kind of like a recommitment to the values of an over 40 alpha beyond health and fitness in your body, but your kingdom and your family and your community and all those things that it represents.
Rick, you could not have said it any better, my man.
I felt pretty good about that one.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah. I mean, that's what this program's about. You guys, when you're coming in, yes, it's about weight loss. Yes, it's about testosterone. Yes, it's about, you know, getting a healthy habit, but it's also about making you the king of your kingdom, having your queen, whether it's your wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever it is, you need to be the king of your kingdom, because the men are put on this earth to provide, protect, and procreate. Well, we've already procreated for most of us, but providing and protecting we still need to do. But we need to have that queen beside us. If we do have that queen, and we need to highlight that queen and show, you know, we have to highlight that queen. Like, you know, so post a picture of you and your queen together. Not an old picture, man. We don't want old pictures of you and your queen. We want the pictures now. We want it now. We want you to take the time, show your wife how much you love her, or your girlfriend, or whomever it is, your significant other, how much you love them. Post that picture in the Brotherhood, and be proud, because that's what this is all about. Behind every great man, there's a great woman, and behind every family, there's a great bond, a union, as they say when you get married. So yes, there it is.
There it is. Okay, we got a few sponsors before we jump in.
We do. We have a few sponsors. Number one, man, this is the moment I've been waiting for all my life. This is it. Now you guys can't see it because the label was messed up, but that's okay. Sleep Shred is the new supplement that is now live. I'm telling you right now, guys, this is the best supplement we're going to have other than Lean Pro. It's going to be Sleep Shred because, as you guys know, one of the number one pillars, one of the biggest pillars is recovery and sleep. And so I created this supplement to do two things: not only help us get to sleep, specifically people who have sleep problems or not getting enough sleep, not getting that 6 to 9, 7 to 9 hour sleep on a daily basis, but also burn fat. That's right. This is it's a PM sleep and fat burner, same time. So if you were taking Ultra Shred or Metabolic Burn, but Ultra Shred in the morning or before you work out and Sleep Shred at night, it's the 1-2 banger. But the fat burning part is not even like, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's the sleep quality of this supplement, everything that's in this supplement. I put a lot of time and effort into looking for the best ingredients with melatonin, L-tryptophan, F5-HTP, magnesium, CLA, L-carnitine, ashwagandha, GABA, chamomile, passion fruit, valerian root. All of these things will help with your sleep, with faster recovery, obviously increasing your metabolism while you sleep. This is not a caffeine thing where you're going to take it and you're going to be up. This is L-carnitine helps you burn fat while you sleep. You're going to wake up refreshed. That's the other thing that's amazing about this. A lot of times when you take supplements, like for instance, my wife had sleeping issues a lot because she works shift work. And so she used, nighttime Advil and melatonin and all those things, and none of them work. Plus, nighttime Advil will hit your livers in a bad way, So she's, she just, and then when she wakes up, she's so groggy and what have you, and it's just not working. And then she started taking Sleep Shred. Now, my wife, Angela, she's not one of those people who are like, oh, you have a new supplement, Funk? My husband? Okay, let me just use it. She always has to really, I've already done the research, but she needs to do a little bit extra before she takes it. And from day one, she loves this. At 30 minutes, she was out. She's feeling more calm, more relaxed. When she wakes up, she feels like she has energy. She goes, I don't even care about the fat burning stuff. I just want to get really good quality sleep. So like I said, you've got the sleep combo with melatonin, L-tryptophan, and F5-HTP. All of those help with giving you a restful sleep. Obviously, melatonin. So even if you have sleep apnea, this may be a very good option for you. Fat burning combo of CLA, L-carnitine, and 5-HTP as well will also help with fat burning, also help, releasing that, getting that metabolism going as you sleep. The cortisol reduction, that's huge for us, right? Because for us guys, cortisol kills our testosterone. So ashwagandha is perfect for lowering our cortisol levels. And then of course, our nighttime recovery and enhanced mood, you've got GABA, chamomile, passion flower, valerian root, and magnesium, all great for, keeping that mood down, getting you relaxed so that you can get a better sleep. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be everyone's savior, specifically if you're not getting enough sleep. I've been taking it. I freaking love it. Like literally I have to reorder 5 or 6 more bottles. I had another guy, I gave him a couple of pills. The guy whose gym I use, I gave him a couple of pills to try out. He's like, dude, I need it. I need you to get me by it. So right now there's going to be a link. We only have 200 bottles. And I'm telling you guys right now, not even a question. They are going to go super, 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 super fast. Guarantee you. So grab it now. If you're watching this, go down and grab it. It's on sale right now. You get $20 off right now. So it's regularly $59. You're going to get it for $39, but you can also use your 15% off code and grab 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, grab it all, man. Cause this is good. It's like a 1 month supply and you should generally be using this for at least 1 to 2 months, specifically if you want to get the fat burning, but the sleep, right. Day one. So that's that. The other thing is, like Rick said, Valentine's Day is coming up, and it's in a couple of days, depending on when you see this, or maybe on the day. And so we're having a Valentine's Day supplement special, Funk Supplements Valentine's Day special. So we have his and her combos. So we have the his and her combo shred. So if you and your wife or girlfriend or whomever want to burn fat, you can buy one Ultra Shred and Fat Shred together for women. We have the multivitamin combo, which I think all of you guys should be getting your wives on. Multivitamins are huge. Faye and Women of Strength just had a coaching call about the importance of multivitamins. So now you can get that combo at a reduced price and get it, sent to you. And then finally, we have the men's and women's foundation stack. So if your wife is really into, working out with you, or, she's on the women's strength or whatever, we have that combo pack, which both have 2 lean pros. So you'll get lean pros, she'll get lean pros. So you don't have to dip into each other's, plus all of the foundation supplements that you and her can use. So that's going to start on the 13th and 14th, only 2 days, and then it's gone. So make sure you take advantage of that. And finally, for those of you who are in the hypertrophy program, phase 3, we just finished shooting the last workout for phase 3. So by next week, February 20th, phase 3 will be up, ready to go. So if you are already ending phase 2 this week, you could either redo that last week, you could take a week off, which you probably don't need to, or you could do the phase 13, which is metabolic muscle. Let's do one week just to keep your muscles going, and then jump into phase 3, because you guys are gonna love phase 3 and what I have in store for you. That's it. Let's get to the questions.
Let's get it. Okay, we're going to start off with Leo Bylum with the question I have is, does a sauna suit actually assist with a person's overall weight loss?
Great. Yeah, so it's a great question, Leo. So I did already answer this question for Leo in our brotherhood. What did I do here? Oh, man, I think I just messed up again. Our brotherhood call that we have every week, our coaching call, but I'm going to answer this for anyone else who wants to jump into a sauna suit. So basically, a sauna suit is, just really what it is. It's a plastic suit. You put it on, and it's used to cut water weight. That's what it's used for. It's the only thing it's used for. And the only people who generally use sauna suits are fighters, really. I know I was going to say athletes, but not even athletes. It's fighters, because fighters need to cut weight so that if they're fighting at 170 pounds and they've been going through their weight cut week, and they still need to lose, 3-4 pounds, usually what you do is you either jump in a sauna suit and run or do things to get the last bit of water off, or you jump into a sauna. But it's not, the sauna suit is not to lose weight or lose fat. It's to get rid of water so you can be on weight. And as soon as you're on weight, like every single fighter or every single combat athlete, then literally you rehydrate and you're putting on even more. You're literally putting on 20 to 30 pounds. So when I work for the UFC, I'm responsible for taking the fight night weights. So not only do obviously we do weigh-ins, so we know obviously what everyone weighs, and all week we know. But I also, when they come in the next night and they go to fight, I'm the one that records their weight. So I know how heavy everyone is on weight night. Some people come in 30 pounds heavier, 35 pounds heavier, because they rehydrate. They start to eat a little bit, and then they eat properly, and they rehydrate, and they put all that weight on, if not more. So the fact that you want to use sauna suits for weight loss, that's A. So that's the use of it. The other thing, it dehydrates you. So I've also had to carry, literally by the arm, fighters to the freaking scale to get them on the scale. Not UFC fighters, but some of my other fighters, because they dehydrated themselves so much, they have absolutely no energy. They can't even walk to the scale. So I have to take them to the scale because they've dehydrated themselves from water loss, not eating. So yeah, they made weight, but 5 minutes after that, we start the rehydration process, and slowly they start getting liquids in. Then we get them to eat, and then they start to eat. And next thing you know, they're 20, 30 pounds heavier, 25 pounds, whatever it is, depending on the weight class, and they're ready to fight. So the dehydration part is the part that kills us as human beings. Being in a state of dehydration for a long period of time not only kills the testosterone, not only increases cortisol, which causes fat storage, but also is an extreme health risk. So much of a health risk that I know of a Muay Thai fighter, and I think I did send this link to Leo, so I think this was like the final straw, who was in his 20s in Thailand. One of the things that happens when you're in Thailand fighting Muay Thai is because you fight so much in Muay Thai in Thailand, you fight literally every week or 2 weeks, you're always pretty close to weight. So the only thing you really have to lose is water weight. So when you step on the scale, you hit it. So they'll say, okay, go put on the sauna suit and run for 10 kilometers or 5 kilometers in the sauna suit or for 30 minutes or whatever it is to cut that last bit of water so that when you step on the scale, you're good. Well, this young chap died from that, and he was a fighter, so he was in good shape, but he dehydrated himself too much. So the bottom line is never, ever, if you even have a sauna suit in your house and you're not a fighter or a combat athlete, burn it, get rid of it, because the only thing it's going to do is going to tempt you to use it. And that's going to also, you're messing with your health, not just at the time of using it, but after as well. And you're going to kill your T levels and you're not going to get the results, the sustained results you're looking for.
All right, there you have it.
Yes.
Well, let's go with Bubba Palmer. He was commenting on that with, is it okay to use traditional sauna? He uses it about 3 times a week.
1,000,000% yes. 100% you can use a traditional sauna. So the sauna suit, again, you're putting something on and you're working out with it or you're running with it. Okay. You're not just sitting in a sauna suit. The sauna suit, you have to actually do something in the sauna suit for it to work. Going in a sauna is totally different. That's like, recovery. Joe Rogan talks about heat shot proteins, all that shit. But generally speaking, it's great for recovery. My wife and I, whenever we have access to sauna, we use it after workouts. It's amazing. We also use a hot tub 100% all the time, every workout, we'll jump in the hot tub. Or, if we do have access to sauna, like, for Angela's birthday, which is February 21st, she turns 50 years old. We're going to our friend's place to do that huge workout that we usually do. Massive workout. And she has a hot tub and a sauna. So right after the workout, we jump in the sauna and sit in the sauna for about 10-15 minutes, right? So really keep everything, get that recovery started, go take a shower, and then jump into the whirlpool and then just chill. And that's, or hot tub, whatever you call it, whirlpool. I think I'm aging myself. Anyways, yes, definitely. The sauna is one of those great, if you look in the recovery guide, that's one of the big things for recovery is sauna, for sure. Great job, Baba. Definitely.
Sweet. All right. Joe Z-Man. Hey, Funk, what are your thoughts on using an air fryer for food prep? Is it healthy?
Yeah, man. Joe Z-Man, man, you're looking freaking beastly. Leo, thanks for the question. Baba, thanks for the question. Joe, man, love it. Yeah, definitely air fryer. I mean, Angela and I would jump on an air fryer in a second. I've actually been talking about that for years. We just don't have the room to store it. So yeah, definitely. It's very good if you like fried style food, but you want to be healthy, then yeah, air fryers are definitely healthy and a great way to go to cook up some of your meals. Again, I haven't dug deep into it. I did years ago when we were going to get one, but definitely the digging that I did, definitely if you want to air fry stuff, 100% go for it, man. Go for it. Really good.
All right. Eric Brown, what's up with Maca Powder?
Yeah, Maca Powder. Okay, so definitely, I think what you're referring to, Eric, and great question, is I posted one of my morning breakfasts, and in that breakfast I had matcha, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's actually great for testosterone. It's one of those, it's been shown to increase testosterone. Obviously you have to use it quite a bit, but when I say increases testosterone, for me, I mean like support it, like, you know what I mean? Like as much, all of the things that we do in this program combined will increase testosterone. But if you just do one of it and not all the other stuff, then that's why the guys whose testosterone levels increase every 3 months is because they're doing a combination of everything. So yeah, matcha or maca is great. It's also an aphrodisiac. And if you have fertility problems, it's another route that doctors may put you on. A lot of science behind it. But yeah, it's very high in nutrients, got a lot of, vitamin C, copper, iron, potassium. Definitely increases libido, not only in the male, but also in the female. So I'm going to start feeding this to Angela. And it also may relieve symptoms of menopause as well. So matcha definitely has those things as well. So if your wife has, some menopause happening or some of the symptoms, women will get menopause, whether they like it or not. So it's just how they deal with it. But yeah, it improves your mood. It can improve performance, definitely can improve skin. So yeah, matcha is one of those things that where you would go buy the powder, right? And have that matcha powder or maca powder, and then you could put in your smoothies. You could put it in your oatmeal, or steel cut oats in the morning. I don't know where else you would use it, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how I use it. I don't count it as like I don't say, okay, well, this is going to be my fat or whatever. I just kind of add it as that extra, ingredient, right? So again, in my smoothie, I still make sure that I have a steel, like a starchy carb, healthy fat, protein, vegetables, or fruits. But then let me put the icing on the cake with a little matcha. And the same thing happens with my steel cut oats in the morning. You saw that I had all four, but then I said, let me put some matcha in here to just sweeten the pot. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, get you some matcha. All you guys listening to this, go out there. It's one of those things that I'm gonna do a podcast or a coaching episode. I think I've already done this before. I'm gonna do it again on like there are certain extras or condiments or like extras that support testosterone, but aren't in the list of the major macros. Things like nutritional yeast. That's perfect to put on your salads, right? So you spread that on. That would go under something extra, like all obviously actual virgin olive oil, but that's perfect for your salad. So like there's all these little extra things. Like instead of using any other salt, you use what's called real salt. It's like in a white bag. That's like the purest salt you can use. So like I have so many of those in the house, like cacao nibs, like all of these things. Like these are like my extra, like kind of like my secret.
Well, health hacks.
The health hacks that they're not going to take over anything, but they're going to be the ones that taste good when you add it to things, but also that support your testosterone. So I will be doing something like that. But yeah, maca definitely get it done. Let's get it.
To be clear, maca is very different than matcha.
Oh shit. Okay. Yes.
Matcha is a green tea powder full of caffeine.
That's Macca.
Maca is a Peruvian root,
right?
That tastes like shit and boosts your testosterone.
Exactly. So maca and matcha, two different.
Maca.
The maca,
Maca.
Into my morning smoothie. Good. Thank you for that. Yes.
No problem.
But yes, I realized there was the other one out there, so we better clarify that up. Yes.
Yeah. Every winter we like to get a extra strength maca. Go like no caffeine, no alcohol, just like high dose of like 50-to-1 maca liquid.
Ooh. And it's like shots, like little shots.
Yeah, a little like tablespoon. There's no worse flavor in the world.
The powder doesn't taste like anything. The powder's great.
Well, if you take enough.
Well, no, but the powder, like it's not. If you put it in like your smoothie, you're not going to taste it. And if you put
not if you're doing it right.
Yeah, you're not going to. In your steel cut oats, you won't taste it. Not at least not the maca I got. So
yeah, don't be scared to take it.
Yeah, exactly. Do not be afraid to take it.
But yeah, it's good stuff.
Cool.
Okay, let's go. Roosevelt Jenkins.
Yeah. Roosevelt.
Sweet name. All right. Can I add fruit like berries and pineapple to my shake, or is that too much added sugar?
Love it. It's a great question, Roosevelt. Welcome to the Brotherhood. And 1,000,000% you're going to add fruits like berries and pineapple. Both great. Berries, amazing antioxidants. It should be a staple in your mornings. If this is a morning smoothie for sure, or in your steel cut oats, or even in your smoothies recipes. And of course, pineapple is great for recovery. It's one of those recovery and inflammation. Really, really good. But I like pineapple, but I can't eat pineapple because it's too acidic for me. But like, yeah, it's awesome. Both are absolutely amazing. They're not listen, man, we're not, when you're talking about sugar, we're talking about refined sugar, not sugar from fruit, right? So like, are you going to just pile away at berries and pineapple without the protein and everything else in it? No, but you're definitely not going to be afraid to have that fruit. Again, this is one of those like one of those like old school nutrition. Oh, don't eat too much fruit because it's got too much sugar. It's like, are you kidding me? The fruit is what has the micronutrients that we need, the antioxidants that we need. It's refined sugar that we shouldn't be, or the processed foods, or the packaged foods. Those are things that have the sugar that we shouldn't be eating, or having in our diet. But berries, pineapples, specifically in now you say shake, I'm going to say smoothie, not shake. A shake, there's a difference between a shake and a smoothie. And I gotta always like clarify this, but the smoothie is what you would put all four portion. So you put starchy carb, which would be your steel cut oats. You'd put fruits or vegetables, which would be your fruits or vegetables, depending on what you want. You would put Lead Pro 30. Just grab a bottle of Lead Pro 30 because that's the only protein all of you guys should be having. 100%. Everyone should be jumping on Lead Pro 30 right now. And also like almond butter or some type of healthy fat. And then that's a smoothie. A shake is literally just water and maybe a scoop of Lean Pro, and you shake it up and you drink it as a recovery or what have you. That's a shake. But a smoothie is like one of our meals.
It's a meal.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't have shakes here. We have meals. The only shake you have is after the workout to help you recover.
Okay.
Cool.
Ismail Higgins. I received an email advising avoiding sugars as much as possible to avoid insulin issues and cortisol spiking. Does this mean no honey to sweeten oatmeal or unsweetened grass-fed whey isolate?
Lean Pro grass-fed. Yeah. So, okay, that's a great question. So great question, Ishmael. So one of the things I have to be very careful about is the honey, and who I say honey is good for and who I say honey is bad for, because I don't know how much honey you mean by honey, right? So whenever I say, oh yeah, you can have a bit of honey, people take that as, okay, great, boom, boom, honey every day, blah, blah, blah. So I generally tell people to stay away from honey until you've reached your ultimate goal, period. Like once you've reached your goal, boom, there you go, right? That's where you can start using honey, because then you can see, oh, wait a minute, I'm starting to lose my belly more. I'm starting to lose my abs, or I'm starting to put on weight. What are some of the things that I've changed? Oh, could be the extra honey. Maybe I'm eating too much honey, right? So those little things like that, when you take away something that if you use it too much, obviously can have an adverse effect. I like to tell guys to like just chill out on the honey until you get to your goal, because we want you to get there first, and then you can kind of add that stuff in. And also, you shouldn't even be using unsweetened grass-fed whey isolate. I'm actually coming at everyone hard with this, because Lean Pro 30 is the best tasting 100% protein on the planet. It's stevia sweetened, so there's no sugar in here, and it tastes absolutely amazing. Meaning, whether you like chocolate or vanilla, my wife loves vanilla. I love chocolate. They both taste. That's the number one thing about this. It tastes absolutely incredible. So it's grass-fed. It's whey isolate. I love that you're using a grass-fed whey isolate, but it's unsweetened, which means it tastes garbage for sure. This tastes amazing. Not only is it that, it's lactose-free, because I'm lactose intolerant. So it's lactose-free, gluten-free, soy-free. No soy. Soy kills us, right? Not kills us, but it increases our estrogen. Lactose-free is non-GMO and gluten-free. So whatever you're using, Ismail, throw it out. Don't even keep using it, because the guys will be like, oh, well, I got about this much left. Guess what, Ishmael? You're going to throw it out. That's what you're going to do. Okay. You're not going to finish it, because you're just, and please check the label to make sure it doesn't have soy. It doesn't have, some of the other things in that, fillers or whatever. Just check it to make sure. But what I would suggest for now, until your Lean Pro does come, because you're going to order it, because why wouldn't you? And you're going to put fruit in your oatmeal, steel cut oats, right? Put berries, you could put raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, but always put a banana. The banana is what's going to make your oatmeal taste great. Bananas always make steel cut oats taste great. Throw in the banana, throw in some berries, maybe some grapes. I put grapes in mine sometimes, and a little bit of almond butter. Almond butter is good too. So you can definitely make that taste good for now with the unsweetened grass-fed whey isolate. But I'm telling you, once you get Lean Pro, you're gonna be it's lights out.
Changer.
It's over. It's over. You're never gonna go anywhere again, and know that you don't have any sugars coming into your body.
I think that's the answer we're looking for.
For sure.
Okay, Ismail Higgins with another question. I'm starting to incorporate Qigong as a means of well-being, stress management. I hope it helps reduce stress and cortisol. Are there any studies on effect on the practice in terms of reducing stress and increasing testosterone?
Yeah, so great, Ishmael. You're amazing. Welcome to the Brotherhood, because I think you're new-ish. Qigong, yeah, man, it's amazing. Ancient Chinese exercise. It's a healing technique that a lot of people in the Eastern, countries use to help with meditation and breathing and slow movements, relax. So yes, 100%. This is an incredible recovery routine that you can use on your recovery days instead of doing the yoga. I think this would be perfect for your recovery days, because anything that reduces cortisol and reduces stress is going to help increase your testosterone levels, right? It's going to give that testosterone door an opening. Cortisol, high cortisol, increased high cortisol levels and high estrogen levels, will kill your testosterone. So we've got to do things to help us reduce stress, right? Once we start reducing stress, then all of the other things will start to flow, right? Your cortisol levels will go low. You'll lose more belly fat, right? Because the higher the cortisol levels are, that's where your fat will be stored. Higher estrogen levels, belly fat storage. So we got to keep those down, but it also opens the door, like I said, for effective testosterone production, which happens when your cortisol levels are low. Of course, and stress causes many health issues as well, strokes, heart disease, et cetera, et cetera. So we've got to ensure that we keep our stress levels down. Qigong is incredible because, again, that's what it does. And it teaches you control breathing too, which you can use in the workouts, right? It will help you learn ways to stay calm during high intensity circuits, how to breathe so you can get your oxygen back into the body. So yeah, it's very, very, very good. And then your everyday life, giving you that, vitality and energy throughout the day. You're feeding your body right, you're exercising, you're getting a great recovery. You're going to use sleep shred to help you with your sleep if you need it. And, your mindset's there, right? Your mindset's there. So yeah, that absolutely. But you would use it on your recovery days. You don't use it on the workout days because the workout's there for the workout. Qigong is something totally different. It's something that's going to help you on those recovery days as well. So that's when you're going to use that. Hopefully that helps.
I think so.
Awesome.
We got Anthony John Kell. Since starting the program and cutting out all the bread, refined sugar, and caffeine, my digestion has greatly improved. Yes. The gluten has definitely caused all sorts of gut issues for me. I also drink a glass of water first thing in the morning with some added lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, and cranberry juice. As men age, our stomach HCl levels drop. Not really a question, but
yeah, that's great. I would. Great. I don't know about the cranberry juice. I would probably go with. Oh my God. The cranberry juice, I would be very weary of. For sure, pomegranate juice is what I would come with. And your glass of water, I would try to drink another glass in the morning too. So just one regular glass of water, and then the glass of water with the lemon juice, because yeah, that does help with digestion for sure. But yeah, I think you've hit it on the head there. Getting rid of all of the refined sugars, the breads, the caffeine. I mean, a little bit of caffeine is not bad at all. But yeah, if it's affecting your digestion, then you're right on. So great job, Anthony John Kell. Great job.
Keep it up. All right. Anthony Balasakin, in my daily email, it says to avoid dairy. Does that include organic cheese, which is in the healthy fat list?
Great question, Anthony. Good job, buddy. No, it does not include organic cheese, because there are some dairy. So when I talk about dairy, I'm talking mostly about milk. I'm talking really about the main dairy that most men will do is they'll drink a lot of milk for some reason. I don't know why aging men drink milk, because milk is for kids, but anyways, it's very estrogenic as well. We've talked about that many times. All milk is estrogenic. The one with the least estrogen that won't affect us is almond milk. But that's what I really mean. And then, of course, there are a lot of other cheeses that you're not going to have. You're not going to have Swiss cheese. You're not going to have, government cheese. You're not going to have, processed cheese, like, that type of dairy. But yeah, things that are dairy-ish on the healthy fat list, like yogurt. You can have, Greek yogurt's great. It's great it's got some prebiotics that we can have for the gut health. So yeah, that's something we can have. Just got to be very careful not to always eat yogurt, because like I always say, if you are lactose intolerant, lots of times people don't realize how intolerant they are to dairy. So when I say avoid dairy, that what that does is it kind of like, okay, I'm going to be very weary when I eat dairy so I can see how it affects my body. Because like I say, dairy affects people in different ways. Like for me, I can't have yogurt anymore because every time I had Greek yogurt, the healthiest Greek yogurt, I would get that stomach bloat, right? And I would feel my stomach would be bloated for hours after, and I feel like crap, and I'd have no energy, and that's just because I'm lactose intolerant. Now, there's some cheeses; they have to be very organic, high quality old cheese that or feta cheese, I will sprinkle on my salads. Again, that doesn't affect me like some other things do. So I'm very weary. I don't have almond milk. I don't have milk or any of that stuff, but that's what I mean mostly by dairy. You got to really, but also look and see what happens to your body when you have dairy. If it doesn't affect you, then yeah, organic cheese is great either way. But just think about how your body feels after you have that dairy.
Yeah, because it's there to fatten baby cows.
Correct. Exactly. Exactly. So yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Abdallah Albumin, can I eat the groat? Is that?
Yeah, groats, yeah.
Can I eat the groats as a starchy carb source?
Yeah.
I don't know what groats are.
Yeah, absolutely. So groats are actually oats that have the husk removed. So the husk is removed from the oat kernel, and the kernel is called oat groat, and that is actually steel cut oats. Steel cut oats or Irish oats are groats that have been toasted and cut into small pieces by steel blades. So yeah, groats are, I just did a little research on groats, and yeah, groats are great. They're great for starchy carbs. So that's number one, if that's what you want to use in your morning, but it's also great for your low libido, and helping to drive your testosterone. Again, support your testosterone, not drive it up, but support it. So yeah, because both steel cut oats and groats. So yes, if you like groats, then 100% use that as your morning starchy carb morning starchy carb, or you can use it in your smoothies. Sorry, there's a foundation, but yeah, definitely. There you go, groats. So if you guys if you don't know, you better ask somebody.
Groats or steel cut oats. You learn something every day.
Yep, definitely.
Michael Lawrence, what are your thoughts on black seed oil?
Yeah, so black seed oil, man, this is one of those MLM things, I think, for me. What's it again? MLM is
multi-level marketing.
Multi-level, which all multi-level marketers are pyramid schemes, just to let you guys know. So do not get into multi-level marketing. Thank you very much. Okay, black seed oil is great. It's an antioxidant. It has many benefits. It helps with asthma. It helps with if you have certain skin conditions. It lowers your blood sugar. It helps with your cholesterol levels if you have high cholesterol. But remember, we need good cholesterol for testosterone. It aids in weight loss, which I'm not sold on, and it protects brain health. So, black seed oil comes with many great things, but you don't need it. You don't need black seed oil. I don't know how you're using it, but so I don't use the reason why the MLM came in is because my sister came to me with, oh, have you seen this stuff? It's black seed oil. I've been reading up on it. Because listen, every day there's this super oil or this super thing, or, oh, have you tried this freaking whatever? It's always something. It's always some, like superfood, super this, super that. That's going to, before it was grapeseed extract, that was a big thing. I used to do stuff with Melaleuca, so like grapeseed oil. I was like high and dry on grapeseed oil. And yes, grapeseed oil is awesome, 100%, it's great. But do you need every single product to have grapeseed oil in it? Or just eat healthy? Just eat the way you're eating. Now, adding black seed oil to certain, I don't even know how to use it because I just don't. These were drops that my sister gave me, so I was like, oh, that's great, and I just put it down. I'm like, okay, that's another thing. Like we could literally take 100 things a day, honestly, like black seed oil, grapeseed oil, whatever. We could go on and on with all these people coming, oh, have you tried this? Have you tried this? But these things aren't going to be the end all. It's got to be our lifestyle, right? So yeah, black seed oil is great. I don't even know if you can cook with it, or you just put it on your food, or you take it as drops or what have you.
Yeah, I don't ever put it on my face for moisture.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well, it's because it's skin condition. It helps with skin condition. So yeah, I'm sure there's black seed oil is used in many ingredients, like, you know what I mean, which is great. Like if that's how you're thinking about, oh, black seed oil is something that is in one of these things that I'm taking or one of these things I'm putting on my face or whatever, what do you think about it? 100%, great. 100%. If it's one of the things in the, I think one of my subs or my old supplements used to have black seed oil or no, black pepper, I'm thinking. Anyways, bottom line is, yeah, I mean, it's I'm not saying it's not good or anything, but like if this is like, okay, great, so I've got my black seed oil, so I don't need this and I don't need that because it's going to help with me in my weight loss, and it's going to help with, no, it's the lifestyle. But yeah, I mean, antioxidants, it's great for antioxidants. If someone's trying to get you to sell it, Michael Lawrence, do not sell it, because they're just trying to get you into a multi-level marketing thing, and I want to protect all of my brothers and not getting into multi-level marketing, which are pyramid schemes, because I don't want to get into that, but I'm just like, that's really what if that's what it is. If someone's coming to you to say, oh, let me sell it, I'm gonna sell it to all my friends, and sell it to my brothers, my brotherhood, I'm gonna do this, but yes, it's good. Antioxidants for days. So however you're going to use it, definitely you can add that to your arsenal of healthy living, but I wouldn't use that instead of anything, if that makes sense.
I think it does.
Right on.
Yes to black seed oil, no to MLMs.
Exactly.
All right.
100%. I've done them all. Yeah, I'm good. Are you good? I'm here.
Okay.
I've done them all.
Yeah, internet crapped.
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Okay.
John Rory Nisbet is asking, he's looking to start phase 1 as a vegan, as he has meat, fish, and dairy issues. Is there tailored information for those on a vegan diet? I noticed the diet file in this group is meat-based and couldn't find any vegan-specific files.
Yeah, so first of all, John Rory Nisbet, welcome to the Brotherhood. I've got good news and I got bad news. The bad news is we have no vegan whatsoever, because the nutrition plan is based on metabolism boosting and testosterone. That's what the plan is. And of course, when you boost your metabolism, you're going to lose weight. When you boost your testosterone levels, you're going to lose weight, get healthy, et cetera, et cetera. And feeding your body the foods it needs, so that not only will it boost testosterone, but it will also keep cortisol and estrogen levels down. Okay. So low cortisol, low estrogen, balanced insulin, increased metabolism. So it's your thyroid, increased testosterone, right? So that's the biggest thing for us men as we get older, reach 40, 30 even, and keeping inflammation down. Okay. So that's what this is all about. So and free testosterone. That's our big thing, is free testosterone, not regular testosterone bounded to things. It's free testosterone. That's what's going to help us with everything. So when a vegan or vegetarian tries to boost their testosterone naturally, yes, there are some studies that show that you can. It's very difficult, but it's extremely difficult for your free testosterone. Like, it's extremely difficult for you to have high free testosterone unless you're already coming to the program with free high testosterone, or you're on testosterone replacement therapy. Other than that, it's extremely hard for a vegan to come into this program. Now, if you are a vegan, then you don't need a vegan diet, because you already know your vegan diet. If you are a true vegan, like not even vegetarian, but vegan, you already know. Like, you don't need me to tell you what vegan stuff to eat. You already should know the vegan stuff you need to eat, right? Here's the thing though, because we have vegans in our family here. So I have this conversation all the time, and I look at their makeup and how their health is and their struggles. And I don't even lend them information anymore, because they're so like hard-headed in the vegan culture or vegetarian culture. It's like, it doesn't even matter what I say to them, but they keep coming to me with the same questions. Anyways, it's very difficult. And I think it's really stressful. I see it in my very close friends, how stressful it is for vegans to get enough protein, specifically for men, to get enough protein, high quality protein, without having to eat processed foods, because a lot of vegan foods are processed because they're trying to make up food for the nutrients that they're missing. So it ends up being a lot of processed foods, a lot of soy. Soy is estrogen. It's like the worst thing we could, like tofu and soy. It's the worst for testosterone. I'm not saying vegans can't be healthy. I'm not saying that. I'm saying as a man over 40, if you're, have been having problems, building muscle or losing weight, and you've been on a vegan diet, and you haven't been seeing, I've been seeing, no results. Then you come to this program and you're trying to boost testosterone. You either know already what your protein sources are, and now you know that you shouldn't be eating processed foods and you shouldn't be eating soy. So with all of that, and then you also know you need a starchy carb, a healthy fat protein source, and fruits and vegetables, which you have that down pat anyway because you're vegan. So I can't help you with that because I don't prescribe that. So I can't prescribe something I don't prescribe to a program that my whole program is based on eating healthy proteins, high quality proteins, animal proteins. But if you're coming in as a vegan, you should already know the proteins, and you should also know that anything processed or anything with soy is going to increase your estrogen levels, and also processed foods obviously are going to cause with fat storage. So that's 1 and 2. The other thing is, if you're a vegan because of your culture, I totally get it. And like I said before, you should already know. Me telling you what vegan information ain't gonna cut it, because I'm just a fraud, right? I'm not a vegan, I'm not a vegetarian, or am I gonna, prescribe to it? Because it just doesn't fit. Like, my wife has tried vegetarian, she's tried to be a vegan, she's tried all that stuff. So we live in the same house with the same thing, and I see her struggles. Like, I watch the struggle, I watch the shit that she used to buy, and I'm like, dude, that's like, and she's a woman, so she can get away with the soy a little bit. But again, even for a woman, too much estrogen. But for a guy, I'm like, man, I can't even imagine. Some people go onto a vegan or vegetarian diet because they're so on one end of the spectrum. Okay, so they're like eating shitty, freaking eating like not even healthy foods, and then they all of a sudden go through all the 180 to like vegan completely. So 100% you're gonna feel better, like 1,000,000%. It only makes sense you're gonna feel better because you just eliminate all the shitty foods. But what vegetarians and vegans normally do, not all of them, I'm just putting a whole blanket. So I know I always get hate from vegans and vegetarians, but I don't care, because that's my opinion, and I really, and I'm sharing my program with you guys. So I don't care if I hurt vegan or vegetarians, hurt their feelings. But what happens is they tend to blame it on meat. Oh, it's the meat's fault that I felt like shit. So now, because I'm a vegan now and I feel great. Yeah, because it's not the meat. It was all the other shit that you put into your body. Now, I'm not saying you did it, John, Rory. I'm just saying in general. Because when I have this conversation with vegetarian and vegans, this is the actual conversation I have. And then the aha moment comes in and they're like, oh yeah, I guess you're right. Or like, oh, my wife told me to become a vegan or vegetarian. I'm like, yeah, your wife is a woman. You're a male. You got to eat for your hormones. Soy is horrible for our hormones. Kills our testosterone and boosts estrogen. We can't be having soy. We can't have processed foods. Like, that's the worst thing for, like, just in health in general. So unfortunately, I can't help you with the vegan thing, John. I can't, but I have to say that you should probably already know because I think it would just be the proteins that you're really worried about. And as a vegan, you should already know the proteins you eat. Like, I can't even, and that's probably a very small amount. And now when I add the fact that you can't have soy, or you shouldn't have soy in processed foods, processed foods, because it's going to affect your testosterone and hormones and estrogen, I'm not even sure how big that list is. So I just want to, maybe it's a conversation we should have, John Royce Nesbitt. Maybe you should send me an email at funkroberts@gmail.com. Let me understand why you're a vegan, because I have had this conversation with other brothers who were vegetarian or whatever. And the only reason why they did it was because they were feeling horrible, so they went to the extreme because maybe their wife or girlfriend, or they watched some special on freaking Netflix, and they're like, oh, okay, no, these guys are. Let me do a vegan, so, and they feel great, but take your testosterone levels. That's what I want you to do, because I know that the other people I talked about, their testosterone levels were super low, and they had a lot of unwanted fat. Not saying you do, you may not, but you know, there was a lot of issues when they realized, oh, I should be eating this, and oh, this is why, you know, this is probably why I felt better when I switched, because I went from one extreme to the other. But this extreme can only be sustained for so long until it starts to affect your hormones, right? Because that's what this is all about, is hormones. So yeah, I think if you want to have a conversation, like literally email me and then we'll set up a call so I can understand where you're coming from, because this is a blanket statement, but I say this to everyone. And every time I talk about vegan and vegetarian, I get, even in public, I get like, you know, hate, which I 100% know, because vegans and vegetarians generally are like, this is the only thing. That's it. Nothing else. Because I used to live with one. Angela used to be a vegan and vegetarian, and we have many friends that are. So it's just like, even my sister, even my sister-in-law, she went to become a vegetarian and vegan at some time, because she just was at her wit's end. And then when there's a big story about her complete transformation, she continues to transform. It's insane at 51. And I put her on this diet. I literally put her on the Metatest Boost nutrition plan. Carbs, fats, proteins, vegetables, eats animal vegetables. She's like, I can't believe I would never eat chicken or meat, or it's like, it's brutal. Anyways, that's for another episode. I'll probably get her on the podcast at some point.
And maybe it's just general protein or fat breakdown in your body.
Pardon me?
I've heard of that before. With like a biofeedback is where you can kind of like see what's going on in your body. And I've seen friends where it's the protein or the like animal fats is what's having a hard time breaking down. So you can just get a supplement that helps with the fat breakdown or the protein breakdown, just like a lactose pill would do. So that could be it.
Yeah, but I don't buy that, because I think it's you have to look at your friend's diet and what they're eating. And what happens is a lot of people will turn their narrative to what they want it to be. So like, they may be eating shitty, they may be drinking alcohol. Like, there's so many other things in there that may be blocking that or causing that. And it's just like, oh, well, I can't eat meat because I've got this biofeed. Oh, is it just the meat, or what else are you eating? Like, what's your whole eating thing? Like, is you sure it's the meat, or are you sure it's not your gut health? Maybe you need, you know, more cleaner eating. Maybe you need some probiotics, prebiotics, things that are going to help with your gut, because that's generally what happens when you have poor gut health. You can't synthesize or break down anything. It's very difficult. And that comes from healthy eating. But if your friends are eating shitty or drinking or whatever, or not eating enough of the right foods, sometimes that's what it is. But the narrative is like, oh, well, you know, I went to a naturopath who's into vegan eating, and that naturopath told me this. Well, yeah, because the naturopath's into vegan eating or vegan. So of course they're going to sway their, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many different things, but in the end, time and time again, when I've implemented something for a person who was vegetarian or vegan and they've switched, they feel great, because they're eating healthy consistently. So
send an email to funkroberts@gmail.com.
Yeah. Because again,
more backstory.
Yeah. And just one last thing. Like, again, if you are like, if this is a health issue, like, let's say this was a health issue, like you can't break down meats or fish or dairy or whatever, then you already know the proteins you can eat. Like, you don't need me to tell you. So when you ask me what proteins, that's when I kind of like, or what vegan foods, I'm like, I'm a little suspect of why you're vegan, because most vegans know exactly what they can eat and what they can't eat or shouldn't eat. So anyways,
so try some Lean Pro.
Yeah, but that's milk. It's dairy. It's whey protein.
So send an email.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right. I think we got it. Lawrence PK.
Word. My man. Woo! PK's in the house.
Killing it.
Love you.
For folks wanting to get into intermittent fasting but still work out first thing in the morning, what do you recommend to do regarding post-workout Lean Pro / BCAAs? Does it break the fast to take those right after the workout?
Right. Yes, I did answer this in the coaching call, and 100% it breaks the fast. The BCAAs does not break the fast because I created the BCAAs, and it's very good for people who are intermittent fasting and want to hold on to muscle. And my metabolic blast also is pre-workout with no calories. So it's a metabolism boosting, energy boosting pre-workout with no calories, because when I was intermittent fasting, I would eat just before I broke my fast a lot of times, not every time, but a lot of times. And so when you've been fasting for 16 hours, by the time you get to the 15th hour and then you got to do a crazy workout, or, high intensity workout, my energy level is not the greatest at that point. And so I needed something to help give me a boost, metabolic boost. And so I created that specifically for that, no calories. So if you're using fasting, you could, know you're going to get a good workout. But yeah, the Lean Pro protein breaks your fast. So you can't have that protein, but I've already answered that question before. But yeah, so if you're intermittent fasting, the protein will break, and you got to watch for the BCAAs too, because you got to see if that has any calories in there too, that will break your fast as well. Mine doesn't. So you're good, but not the Lean Pro.
All right.
Question though.
Simple.
Yeah.
James Eberhard, why is shipping for a package of Lean Pro 30 about $30 to Toronto? That seems extraordinarily high.
Yeah, to hear you, but I live in Toronto too, so I know your pain. But the supplement comes from Utah, so it's international. And James, great question. Also, we have express shipping. So you may be new, so you probably don't know the history of our shipping, but we used to go with the basic shipping so that we could save you costs on shipping. The problem is the supplements would take months to get to some people, specifically international. Even Canada would take a long, long time. And so one of our goals with the supplement side, Funk Supplements, shop.com, is customer satisfaction. That's number one. Like, I don't want people who, when you guys purchase supplements, you want them as quickly as you can. You want them fast. You don't want to be waiting for a month or 4 weeks or whatever. And plus, adding COVID really slowed down a lot of the supplements going international. So we switched to a better shipping company. And lo and behold, if you look into the Brotherhood, you should see people from like Africa are getting it in like 6 days, right? Like Australia, like people all over the world are getting it, very quickly. But we did have to increase the shipping, but it is coming from Utah. It's not coming from Toronto. So that may be because you're thinking it's coming from Toronto, but it is coming from Utah. It's a pretty big, heavy package. So yeah, that's why when you purchase stuff on Funk Supplements, you need to either try to purchase something $200 or more, because that way you can stock up on subs, save on the shipping. That's why we have it there. So stock up on your subs, save on the shipping. That would be great. But yeah, it's coming from Utah, but we have express shipping. So it's like we have the highest quality shipping because we want you to get the supplements as soon as possible. And believe me, you paying that extra $30 to get Lean Pro as soon as possible will be worth every single penny. 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's good shit.
It is. It's amazing. It's amazing.
We got Jeremy Ballard. After muscle building phase workouts, should I take the creatine with fenugreek and BCAAs all in a protein shake?
Yes, my man. Yes. So you would take, and I don't have all my supplements are downstairs because I'm shooting supplement stuff. So you would combine in water, just water. So you would have a water right after your workout. You're just maybe you're about to do your post workout stretch, right? And you're like, oh, let me grab my shaker bottle. I'm gonna put water. So you fill it up with water. 1 scoop of Lean Pro 30. 1 scoop of my advanced creatine, which has fenugreek. Good on you, Jeremy. And 1 scoop of BCAAs, or half a scoop, whatever you want. I always do 1 scoop. My wife always does 1 scoop. I know it says half scoop, but just take 1 scoop, shake it up. And now what you're doing is you're starting the recovery process. That's what this is. It's not your meal. It's not a meal replacement. It's starting the recovery process, giving your body the amino acids it needs, the protein it needs, the creatine it needs, all so that your muscles can grow, can recover, because muscles don't grow in the gym. They actually are broken down. It's catabolic. We're trying to break down the muscle fibers. We're trying to stimulate muscle breakdown, catabolize it so that when we eat, when we sleep, and when we recover, we're anabolic, which is now we're going to build muscle. The muscles are going to recover. They're going to build so that they're stronger. They're gonna, they're gonna grow so that they're stronger, and so that they can handle the next load you give it, next weight load you give it, the next workout. So that's why adding a sleep shred too is perfect, because specifically when you're muscle building, because one of the biggest things when you're building muscle, it's not the workouts. The workouts anyone can do. And Jeremy and other people listening to this, you guys already know. You go to the gym, you work out, you're like, well, man, I've been doing the same workout for this long. How come my muscles aren't growing? Well, it's because the workouts are there to break down your muscle. But if you're not doing the other things, nutrition, sleep, recovery, like not working out every single day, when you're not doing supplementation with the right supplements, then you're not giving the muscles what it needs to grow and get stronger so you can get bigger and get leaner. So a lot of people just think it's the actual workouts. And yeah, the workouts will, if done right, will stimulate muscle growth, stimulate muscle breakdown during the workout, hitting the specific muscle fibers that you want to target. But it's all the other stuff: nutrition, supplementation, sleep, hydration, drinking lots and lots of water all day, every day, all of those things, sleep, recovery, all of those things, stretching after your workouts, all of that is what encompasses muscle building. So hopefully that helps, Jeremy. But yeah, definitely do that for sure.
Speaking of which, we got Abdullah Almamin again.
Woo! What's up,
40% remaining for Sarah Strong Brothers. Keep it up.
Keep it up, Sarah Strong. Yes.
He's asking, in phase 8, can I still do the shock tactic shoulders, or is it too much volume on my shoulders? Because when I checked the workout, most of it was about shoulders, but he's very excited to share his before and afters from phase 8.
Now, phase 8 is not even a muscle building phase. So, Abdullah, okay, so I'm just trying to think of what's happening here and what workouts you're doing. Phase 8 is MMA, I thought. Yeah, phase 8 is the MMA phase, which...
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think that's what sorry, guys. We have 24 phases for those of you who are listening to this, 24 months of workouts. So sometimes I do forget exactly what phase is what. So please bear with me. But I just want to make... So, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, so... Yeah. Okay. So let me talk about shoulders, because I'm glad you asked this question. So the shoulder muscles are small muscles, right? They're very small muscles. They're not very big. You got, your rear delts, you got your front delts, and you got your side delts, right? But they're very small. I'm missing 2 muscles, supraspinatus and infraspinatus on this side, and supraspinatus on this side. So I don't have a lot of shoulder, like up. I can't do a lot of weight when I'm pressing. That's just a side note. I don't know why I just said that. Anyways, but our shoulders get worked in a lot of things that we do. Specifically, probably in this phase 8, you're getting a lot of auxiliary shoulder work from, the punching stuff that we do, like the push-ups that we do, some of the burpee variations that we do, any planking, anything that already hits the shoulder. So when you do the shoulder shock tactic, you have to be very, very, very careful, because the last thing you want to do is overexert your shoulders, because when you get a shoulder injury, you can't do anything. Like, all you can do is just lower body stuff. And that's probably, for most men, it's the most boring thing to do, right? Squats, lunges, and so on and so forth, or abs, which abs are great, but, so like you can't curl, you can't press, you can't do push-ups, you can't pull, shoulder injuries are very, very difficult to deal with. So when you put too much, the shock tactic is in there for use in, I guess, specific programs that aren't shoulder heavy. So like, again, I don't remember if it's you just said you checked the workout and most of it's shoulder. Did you do the workout or check the workout? Oh, wait a minute. What workout are you talking about? Because when I checked the workout, the most of it was about shoulder. Yeah, because it's a shoulder shock tactics. Is that what he's talking about?
He wants to do shoulder shock tactics in phase 8, but he's seeing phase 8 has a lot of shoulder.
Oh, exercises. Yeah. Sorry. What I would do, Abdullah, is I would wait till phase 9, because phase 9 is hypertrophy training, like metabolic hypertrophy training. So it's a metabolic hypertrophy. So we're breaking it down to like chest, I believe it's chest and back, legs and shoulders, bis and tris, like or some sort of combination. I just finished shooting hypertrophy, the other hypertrophy. So like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if you feel like your shoulders are weak, like they're not where they should be, they're weak, which I'm not sure many guys have that. I think sometimes if they think that they do, but it's really not, then I would use shock tactics in phase 9 and use it not on the workouts that are shoulder specific, or pressing too. Like I would probably use it after I can't even remember. You'd have to look and see, but I think I would probably use it after maybe arms. Maybe arms would be the only time I would use it. But you have to really be careful, because pressing, a lot of pushing, that is all shoulders. Pulling involves shoulders too, right? So he's got to be very careful. I'm very wary of the shoulder thing, because if you use it too much, then you could possibly put too much volume on your shoulder, because remember, it's a small muscle and it gets worked a lot. So should you do some shoulder specific? Sure. And the hypertrophy phase will have that. So maybe once you do the hypertrophy phase, and you can see how that works, because a lot of times too, when people do shoulder exercises specifically, they're doing it wrong. So I've been doing shoulder exercise for so long, but now when I show you how to actually do shoulder exercise the right way, it may improve your shoulder. So I would just wait for the hypertrophy before jumping into the shoulders. But again, if there's one of the workouts that aren't shoulder heavy, then yeah, jump on one of those on a Saturday and try the shock tactic and see how it feels.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah,
We've got Chad Hooper. He's in the middle of phase 3, fasting for 24 hours, 1 time per week. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing lots of brothers talking about a 16-hour fast. And today Funk mentioned eating 3 meals within 8 hours on fast days. Mm-hmm. My question is this 16-8 fast a different program? Am I correct in breaking my 24-hour fast with 1 meal?
All great questions, Chad. Awesome questions. So what Chad's talking about, he's in phase 3. So in phase 3, it's our body shred phase. And that's the phase we implement 1 day of fasting per week. And the reason why we implement that is because in phase 4 and subsequent phases, some people want to jump to the intermittent fasting because they just find it more convenient. That's really it. You just find it more convenient. But when you have a 1 day fast, 20 to 24 hour fast once a week, what it does is it resets your metabolism, right? So on a body shred phase, it's perfect to have that and implement that, so that like you're going to see much better, more effective fat loss during the body weight shred phase because of the workouts, along with the actual nutrition plan, along with that one day fast, 24 hour fast. Guys see a ton of fat loss. Now, the 16-8 fast gets introduced in phase 4 as an additional, as an extra, as a bonus, because some guys like the fasting. Some guys go, hey, Funk, I love the 20 to 24 hour fast once a week. Here's 3 things that they do. 1, some guys just continue to do the 1 day fast. They like it. They like, even in the muscle building phases of phase 4 and 5, they'll still fast once a day. Some guys go, you know what? I want to try intermittent fasting. It works for me because I don't like eating breakfast, but I'm cool with eating the rest of the day. Some people just stick with the regular 3 meals a day. That's it. It's simple. It's easy. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, good. So when you do 16-8 fast though, what happens is I find that it's very difficult during the 8-hour window to eat 3 times. Okay, it's very difficult. When I was intermittent fasting on a regular basis, I found it super difficult to eat 3 times in 8 hours. This is a lot of food putting into your body. So I generally only ate twice. I ate 2 big ass meals. That's it. So when I broke my fast, I broke it with carbs, starchy carb, protein, vegetables and fruits, and healthy fat meal. And then 3 or 4 or 5 hours later, whatever it was, I would eat it again. So those are 2, and then I'd go to sleep because it'd be like, okay, the day's over. I'm not going to force another meal in, but I know that I've eaten enough carbs on both of those plates that I will have the good energy for the next day. Now, if you can get 3 meals in 8 hours, good on you. But I just find it me personally, I find it difficult. I think that was a conversation we were having yeah, I think that you must have been on the coaching call, because that was a conversation we were having. And I was just trying to say, listen, if you want to do intermittent fasting, go for it. It's great. I used it for many years. I just found after a while, because my body got used to it, I switched back to 3 meals a day, and it just kickstarted my metabolism again. I got super lean. And because I'm shooting a lot of workouts, I got to make sure I have 3 meals a day. Sometimes I eat twice just because it's a busy day and I only eat twice. That's sometimes, but it's not a sustainable thing. When you do intermittent fasting, next phase, if that's what you want to do, let's say you're done phase 3, stick to what you're doing. And phase 3, Chad goes, okay, do I want intermittent fasting? Well, number one, why would you want intermittent fasting? Do you want to just try it? Because this is my whole thing. If you've hit your goal, Chad, like if you've reached your goal, you're shredded, you're exactly where you want, sure, you could try intermittent fasting because it fits in your lifestyle. But if you just want to start trying things, because that's what happens, guys are like, oh, here's a nice red shiny thing, intermittent fasting. I heard about it. Let me just try it. Sometimes it backfires on people. It really does. Because let's say you want to build muscle and you're using intermittent fasting. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work as effective as eating 3 meals a day, because you got to feed your body. And phase 4 and 5 are those days. Now, if you want to just continue with the 1 day of 24-hour fast, for sure, 100%, that's great, because the rest of the time you're getting those 3 meals. But I definitely find it difficult to eat 3 meals in 8 hours. And I think the conversation we were actually having, Chad, and I know the context of the conversation was about building muscle and using intermittent fasting. That's where the context now of that conversation was. It wasn't just intermittent fasting and 3 meals a day. It was actually building muscle, because when you're building muscle, you got to get the 3 meals in, man. Specifically, if like I already have muscle, so I'm good, right? Like I already have muscle, I'm good. But for guys who want to build muscle and then they're using intermittent fasting, it's like, no, intermittent fasting is more for weight loss. Like I could use intermittent fasting because I know the science behind how much nutrition I need. I've got muscle. I've already built it. You know what I mean? Like, but if you're trying to build muscle, like, okay, I just need to put on a little bit of weight. I want to put on some mass. You're not going to use intermittent fasting. Like you're not, because you're not going to get enough of the nutrients and calories you need from 3 meals that you're going to get feeding that body so that you can build muscle. So if you, Chad Hooper, I think finish up what you're doing, focus on one thing at a time, and getting through it. Once you get to the next month, next phase, you can go, okay, because you get a week off, you take that week off and okay, let me see what I'm going to do. Do I want to try this intermittent fasting? Do I think I can fast 16 hours, 8 hours a day plus doing these workouts? Maybe I don't care about building muscle. Maybe I just like the workouts that will stimulate muscle growth while I'm burning fat, which is what they do. So, I'm good with 16-8. Sometimes I may get 2 meals. Sometimes I may get 3. I'm also good with that. Go for it. But I think the best recipe is doing something like that once you reach your goal, because then you have a little bit of wiggle room when you're trying to get there and you start trying all these things. It's like, just keep doing what you're doing. That's getting you the results. Like, why would you even you know what I mean? But anyway, hopefully that helps, Jack. Hopefully that helps.
And if it doesn't, you know where to find us.
Yeah, we're right here, man. I'm here for you.
Always here.
We'll fix it. Doesn't matter. You try it, we'll fix it.
Good slogan. Okay, we got Ben Gervais. Good morning. I'm in phase 3 and I'm doing my first fast day today. In the nutrition book, it says my dinner should be a 6-ounce chicken breast and a large salad. I'd like to get some ideas from the brothers on what to put on the salad. What are you guys doing?
Well, large chicken breast and large. Okay. First thing, welcome, Ben. Great question. Salads are huge for me too. Obviously, you're going to do that chicken breast. You're going to do probably a sweet potato. You're going to have avocado. And then in the salad, you're just going to put whatever you like, man. You're going to have spinach. You're going to have tomatoes. You're going to have cucumbers. You're going to have maybe if you like a little bit of fruit in your salad, like I do, throw in some berries. You're going to have cucumber, maybe chop up some cucumber, and then you're going to put olive oil on it. Then you're going to put some real salt on it, a little bit of real salt, and then maybe a little bit of feta cheese to give it a taste. Voila, there's your salad. One of the big things about salads are you got to find out what works for you. I know you were just asking like what type of things to put in, but I have a salad dressing ebook that will send to you, or It's the salad.
Link it.
In the bonus section. Yeah. If you can link that, that would be great because that's, I believe it's in the bonus section, but I'll also find it if not. Because that'll give you salad dressing ideas, but I believe there's some salads in there. I believe there's actually some salads in the salad dressing book. I believe. I'll have to check.
Maybe we need alpha salads.
Oh, Jesus, you guys are killing me. Yeah, maybe we do. And we can make that. We can make that. But yeah, I think greens are good. So like your base. Okay, so Ben, your base is going to be spinach or kale, but kale's a little bit rough. I generally nuke kale, so it's more soft. But spinach is going to be your.
Or you can massage it with olive oil.
Right. Exactly.
And it breaks down.
Perfect. Okay, so there you go. So either or, right? But you're going to jump in that's going to be your base. Maybe some lettuce too. I'm going to shoot a video on how to make a salad, not this week, but maybe next week when we're in the kitchen. And it's going to have lettuce. It's going to have spinach, right? And then I'm going to chop up cucumbers. I love cucumbers. I'm going to chop up that cucumber, throw it in there. I'm going to chop up the tomatoes, throw it in there. I'm always going to put grapes because I like that. I like
sweet treat.
Yeah, like just juicy. So I'm gonna throw that in there. I keep it very simple. I don't go crazy and throw in a whole bunch of things. Like we got a lot of good stuff, good nutrients in there. Then I'll put a little bit of real salt, right? It's called actual real salt is what it's called. That's what all of us should be using, just a little bit. Then I'll put olive oil. That's usually my salad dressing because that gives me healthy fats. And then I'll put some feta cheese. Okay, because feta cheese is a thumbs up. So a little bit of feta cheese to give it a taste, then I mix it up, and there's a salad right there. So
sounds dynamite.
Yeah, I'll actually post. Should have posted it this. I think I have it here. Oh shit, I may even have it here, buddy. You may be in luck because I did post this. I didn't post it, but oh jeez, where are we? Can you see that? Oh, can you see that? I don't think you can.
I see half. Yeah, there you're in the middle.
There it is. So that's spinach. I even put almonds in there, walnuts, feta cheese, tomatoes, berries. Berries. And it was so good. And then the cheese makes it delicious, and all in olive oil. So find it. But yeah, I'm glad that you asked some of the brothers because they will also help you figure out some ideas, and then you can create your own. Good job.
Yesterday, I toasted sunflower seeds with olive oil and fresh sage, and a little salt on top after.
Good. That was in your salad. That was in your salad.
And good mouthfeel.
Nice.
I'm all for mouthfeel in a salad.
Very nice. Very nice. I like it. Good work.
Yep. Good work. Okay, so I will link the salad dressing ebook.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right.
Good.
Yeah. All right. We're good. All
right. We got
someone wants a sleep shred. That's why someone's calling me to ask me about the sleep shred. They're like, "Hey, can I get that sleep shred?" Anyways,
yeah.
I'm telling you guys.
They know it's a limited supply.
They do know it's a limited supply. So you can I'm letting you guys know 3 or more are gone. So
barely announced it.
Get on it, man. I'm telling you.
All right. There you have it. We got Chris Logston. I finished day 10 of hypertrophy workout, and I'm gaining muscle. Not looking at the scale at all, but I am missing doing the metabolic workouts. I feel like I'm gaining around the midsection and losing definition in my abs. Any recommendations, or should I stick with it and shred in phase 3?
You're awesome. Okay, so this is the conversation. Chris Logston, by the way, looking great. This is the conversation I literally had with you, Chris. Maybe not specifically with you, but I did have it in the welcome video of the hypertrophy program when you started. And I know that you heard it because you say you're not looking at the scale. It is not, you 100%, when you do this program, you are going to lose your abs. 100%. I probably should have made it, I did make it very clear. You are going to gain around your midsection because you're adding more calories. A. B, if you're taking creatine, that's just what's going to happen. C, you're building muscle. And so all of this stuff is happening because we're building muscle. And I know you know that, but I know that when people are into phase 2 and they're like, oh shit, I'm losing this, they start to rethink about the whole muscle building thing. Everyone does that. They start to rethink about shit. Am I doing the right thing? Oh my God, I'm losing my stomach. Hey man, You can't suck and blow at the same time, brother. If you're building muscle, you're building muscle. You're in it for 3 phases, and then we can work on the shred after. But if you're kind of like, oh, and I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but I know, like, that's why I'm so adamant whenever when I do these things. I'm like, guys, fucking don't look at the scale. Just look at the muscle you're building. Like, just look at the muscle you're building. Don't look at your abs. We can get those abs back. The great thing about it, Chris, is we can get those abs back. You know how to do it, but you're going to get those abs back and you're going to have more muscle. You just have to be patient because this is the long game here. Building muscle is a long game. So that's the other thing. When you build muscle, it's not a 1 phase or 2 phase thing. It's long game. And you're saying shred on phase 3. You're not shredding your abs in phase 3 of the hypertrophy program. So that's the other thing. Like the workouts are a little bit more metabolic, but I just finished shooting 2 yesterday. And you're not generally gonna shred, to tell you the truth. It's more metabolic because we're moving from one exercise to the other. So we're going from, like, so basically, cat's out of the bag. Hypertrophy phase 3 is called back to back. Basically, we are doing a superset style metabolic workout. So day 1 is going to be chest and back. So you're going to do one chest exercise for 30 seconds and then rest for 30. The next one's going to be back, then chest and back, then chest and back, then chest and back. But the exercises are going to be different from what you've been doing. So we're going to invoke more. And then in round 2, you do 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds rest. And then round 3, you do 50 seconds of work, 10 seconds rest. So it's more about muscular endurance and lactic acid threshold and really pumping that blood and really hitting lactic acid threshold through those workouts. So again, it's not, and I did it yesterday, and yes, I sweat for sure because you're moving from one exercise to the other, but it's not a shred phase like you're used to. So my advice to you is you got to stick it out, man. You got to stick it out. And I think phase 3, you're gonna definitely have the opportunity to get those abs back, because I also tell people in phase 3 that if you feel like you don't need the creatine anymore, like you may think, okay, you know what, I've built some good muscle here for the first 2 phases. I still want to hold on to that muscle. I still want it to be metabolic, but I'm going to stop the creatine, but add beta alanine before workouts, because beta alanine helps to increase your performance. It helps increase the time before you hit the lactic acid threshold. Beautiful supplement, and just so happens I got some. So, and I took it before I took it before the chest back workout. Ooh, man, it was awesome. You got a little tingly. You do get tingly, but it's awesome. So you may want to do that, and you could add ultra shred to it too. So you could have ultra shred and beta alanine. I don't know if I would do that, but ultra shred and beta alanine before, and then after the workout, you just have the BCAAs and protein, and you skip the creatine. That way you'll still hold on to muscle, right? You'll still get that muscle. You put enough creatine in your body for the first 2 phases that you're gonna still hold on to the muscle. The exercises are focusing on continued muscle growth because of volume. Now we're hitting you with volume, plus you're still progressively overloading. So you're still trying to increase the weight. So I think you're gonna be good. I think if you cut the creatine and add the beta alanine and continue the way you go, you're not going to see the shredded abs you had before, but you're going to definitely get the definition back for sure.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah. For sure.
Marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah. And then after that, maybe after you're done that, if you're not there yet and you still want to do some muscle building, go to phase 13, because that's the lean metabolic muscle program. Those workouts are total body workouts, and they're metabolic, and again, they focus on building muscle.
All right. Okay, sweet.
Secrets.
Insider tips. We got Kayer Pinky Greeny Patel.
Yes, Kayer. What's up, buddy? Oh my God, long time.
Yeah, he's starting phase 5, but my joints and wrists have been very sore. I have an underlying health condition with chronic myeloid leukemia. which affects my joints in particular. And in the winter, it's much worse.
Totally.
So he's going to do body weight for the next few weeks to give a break from lots of dumbbell work.
Totally.
As I'm progressing in the phases, I think after each one, I'll need to do this as in body weight workouts for a couple weeks, assuming this is okay and won't disrupt my progress too much.
Not at all. I think it's okay. Or I totally, I know this chronic myeloid leukemia. I know someone else who has this, and yeah, definitely the body weight's going to help a bit, but you still have to be weary of your joints and wrists, because body weight, although some people think that, a lot of people have the idea that dumbbell workouts are harder than body weight workouts, but it's the opposite. Body weight workouts are harder. I would do a dumbbell metabolic workout 100 times more than a full body weight workout, because I got to use my entire body. Like, you got to use your entire, you can't hide, man. You can't hide. With dumbbells, you can hide a bit. You can slow things down. You can kind of like, you can't hide with body weight, man. Your entire body pretty much is being used in a lot of exercise. Your muscles, a lot of more muscles are being used with the body weight. You can kind of get away with, again, not always, but you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather do a dumbbell one if I, but I'm crushing the body weight because it gets me the best results. I always do dumbbells, of course, too, don't get me wrong, but yeah, body weights are great, but just still be weary of the joints, because just because you're doing, not like you're doing push-ups, you're doing maybe do some burpees, some different movements. So you want to be very careful with the joints, but I would suggest using my Alpha joint. I think you may have already bought it, but go use the Alpha joint. It's got some great ingredients. It's a joint supplement to help with joints. Now, you've got a condition, so it's not going to cure your condition, but what it will do is help ease the pain of your joints, lubricate your joints with some of the great ingredients that it has, and help you get through this winter safely using something that's natural. So definitely jump on the Alpha joint supplement. It's gonna help. But yeah, I think it's great. I wouldn't do it for a couple of weeks. I would just do it for the whole phase. Really, like, take a phase off. When I say take a phase off from the lots of dumbbells you've been doing. Yeah, do the phase 5. The phase 5 bodyweight workouts are pretty brutal, pretty good too, man. I think they're metabolic monster and metabolic body weight. So you're really hitting the entire body. And what happens to a lot of people who go from dumbbell specific and then do a body weight one is their bodies really react well to it, right? They start to see, oh shit, I'm really I'm stronger now. You know what I mean? Because I've been using the dumbbells, but now my muscles are actually even, getting more dense because I'm using more muscles and the stabilizing muscles around the muscles I've already grown. So you get that extra, muscle growth a lot of times, and that extra shred, dense muscle when you move from a dumbbell specific to body weight. You get really good results sometimes. Not everyone, but definitely take the Alpha joint for sure.
Okay, sounds good. Good luck.
Yeah. Oh, one last thing, Kayer. Do the yoga routines. Get the joints. That's going to help with your recovery. That's going to help with the joint health as well. Definitely the yoga routines are going to be key for you as well on those recovery days.
All right. We got Marcin Ciuda.
Ciuda, yeah.
Guys, is it okay to do kettlebell program for phase 2 instead of regular dumbbell workouts? He's got a kettlebell at home, loves doing those. What do you think?
Yeah, so great question, Martin. And so basically I have a kettlebell Spartan Academy, which is basically a kettlebell program, a kettlebell academy, membership academy, 12 months. Well, we're just finishing up phase 10 now, but there will be 12 months, and it's all you need is a single kettlebell. So the first 12 months we focused on just single kettlebell workouts, and after 6 months or 6 phases we add a body weight in there as well. But every phase you get 4 new follow along kettlebell workouts with myself and my wife. She's like kind of like taking over the kettlebell Spartan Academy. She's even like shooting all the videos and like she's in the videos herself now. We just did the ladder phase, which is phase 10, which is was brutal. So
love the ladder.
Yeah, you may want to do that instead of, because you love the kettlebell, and that's what the kettlebell Spartan Academy is. You can still use the same nutrition, but now this kettlebell Spartan Academy is not in the brotherhood, so you're gonna have to either cancel your brotherhood and move over to kettlebell Spartan Academy. That may be your best bet. I think you do have access to kettlebell workouts on the app, but you will not get the t-shirts, obviously, that we have in the over 40, because you have to do the phases in the over 40 in order to get the t-shirt. So if you like jump back and forth, now you're on phase 3, but you only did the kettlebell one, then you know that's not the path. So if you don't care about t-shirts, you don't care about milestones, and you just love your kettlebell and you want to use it, for sure. If you are thinking of trying to use kettlebells during the dumbbell workouts, I can't help you there either, because those are dumbbell workouts, they're not kettlebell workouts. So I can't tell you, oh, what should I do, Funk, instead of this exercise? Well, there is no exercise to do with the kettlebell instead of that exercise that I have for you. That's why you go to the Kettlebell Spartan Academy. So maybe link this up to the Kettlebell Spartan Academy, or again, I think if you have the app, you'll have access to the kettlebell stuff. You just wouldn't be part of the academy, where we have coaching stuff in there. We have all the other stuff in there, but yeah.
So it's possible.
It's possible for now, because we may have to lock that Kettlebell Spartan Academy up because we're getting some feedback. So we may need the brotherhood may just be the brotherhood and that's it. But we'll see.
All right. We got Nathan Earl. I'm about to start phase 1 and I have a couple cues. Can I go for a run on my rest day, say 5 kilometers? Mm-hmm. And can I have an apple during my work break as a snack between breakfast and lunch? I normally have a smoke break either side of lunch at work where I eat fruit, or is it more about the fasting between the 2 meals?
Great question, Nathan, and welcome, my brother. Now, I think I may have already answered this question, but let's get through this.
In the comments, yeah.
Number 1, you definitely are not running on your recovery days. Those are recovery days. So yes, you can run, but the run you're going to have is going to be either as a warm-up before your actual workout or after the workout. Because some guys will work out and then they'll just go for a 5K run because they love running. Other guys will use the 5K as a warm-up or 3K as a warm-up and then jump in and do the workout because they love running. Most people who run do it because they love running and not because they think running is going to help them lose weight. Because running definitely is not going to help you lose weight. In fact, the long runs can sometimes A, harden your joints, and B, cause cortisol to rise. Now, if you're a runner, that's totally different. But if you're a runner, once again, we want to start building some muscle. We want to start moving in different directions, and we don't want to overtrain you. We don't want you to get injured. So adding the runs on your rest days gives your body and muscles no time to recover, which increases cortisol, which blocks testosterone and causes belly fat storage. Plus, at some time when you add these workouts and keep running, it's not sustainable. So like if you're doing this 6 days a week, you're doing something 6 days a week, you cannot sustain that for longer than whatever. Like your body's going to break down, and it's going to break down in either knee injury or ankle or shoulder or back or something that's going to be like, oh, I did this lunge and my knee, I messed up my knee or my shoulder, whatever. And you're going to think, oh, it's because of this exercise. No, it's because of the accumulation of that overtraining that you're doing. This program's second pillar is recovery and sleep. That's the second pillar. So we've got to make sure that we are recovering by using those yoga routines that are in the recovery, or some type of mobility routine that you may have that you like, that will allow your body to recover so that your muscles can grow, so that your body can metabolism can keep going. So your body your cortisol levels stay at bay, so you can increase testosterone, lose weight, keep the metabolism going, and not force your body into a starvation or into a stress mode, into a survival mode, which you never want, because then your metabolism will slow down. Second thing is, so yes, you can run, but run on your workout days, right? Or if you're just running because you kind of like running and it's just kind of like it allows you some mental like relaxation, and you're like, you know what, I don't have to run. Maybe once a week I'd like to run, Funk. Then I would do workout Monday, Wednesday, Friday, run Saturday. So instead of doing a workout Saturday, go for a run, right? Go for a 10K if you want, right? Just because mentally it just allows you to relax, think about things, whatever. If you really need to get that run in, then you got to run on your workout days. But that is going to be, if you're just starting phase 1, I'm not sure where you're at right now. I'm not sure what your fitness level is, but if you're just starting phase 1 and you haven't even done the workouts yet, then you don't even know what you don't know. You probably want to do the workouts, and you probably want to wait to see what goes on with the workouts before you start adding that run in, because I know that that's what you're used to doing. So if you want to run on your workout days, The rest and recovery days are super important just for that. Number 2 is the apple. You do not need to eat an apple on your break. I think you do that now because your nutrition's off. So you just do it because you're not eating enough of the Metatest Boost nutrition plan from before. So probably, and it's a habit too. Like it's literally, that to me looks like it's just a habit. Like you would eat an apple whether you were hungry or not. It's just kind of like go for smoke, apple, apple, smoke, fruit, apples. Like it just seems like it's become a habit. Like, and then your body starts to think that, okay, oh, smoke break. Oh yeah, let's signal leptin or was it leptin levels? Sorry, sometimes I get these, or ghrelin levels. I get those mixed up. But anyway, so that starts to signal you being hungry when you're not even hungry. It's just the habit of what you're doing. All of a sudden signals the brain to say, oh, Nathan's hungry, but Nathan's not hungry, but Nathan will just eat. So the system, the nutrition system is very simple, 3 meals. So that first meal, if you always have an apple in between breakfast and lunch, then that first meal, you got to have a nice big, breakfast with like steel cut oats. So lots of carbs in that breakfast, steel cut oats, put in some bananas, put in fruit, make sure you have your lean pro for your protein, right? Have some almond butter, and that's going to kickstart your metabolism, give your body what it needs to get through, until lunch. And then lunch, you're going to have another big meal, because it seems like you may be eating on the other side of lunch during that smoko break. So, or smoke break. So what I would like to do again is making sure that you have a nice big meal, good healthy carbs, so you don't have that crash. You're not going to need to eat that fruit, and then you eat again at dinner, and that's 3 meals. But it's the carbs that are going to give you, first of all, helps with your metabolism. The starchy carbs, the complex carbs, the good carbs helps with your metabolism, which is your thyroid. So that's going to be perfect. But it's also going to make sure that you don't need to snack. So it's not about fasting, because you should not be eating food and then snack, food and then like meal, snack, meals. Like that's like 1970s stuff. And that literally for us guys, it will slow down our metabolism because it takes our body so much time to digest food. So it takes our body time to actually digest. So when you continue to add more food into your body, what happens is your body goes into this stress mode. It's like, oh my God, Nathan just keeps adding food. We got to slow everything down. So your metabolism slows down, you hold on to fat, and the story continues. So you find it very hard. So let's just make sure that you're eating that balanced plate in the morning, lunch, dinner, and you won't have to snack in the middle of eating enough carbs, which is just one source, one serving of carb is all you need. Don't try to go, you think about calories and weighing foods and all that stuff, and you'll be fine. You'll be 100% fine.
Okay, that's the last question.
All right, that was a long one, but we got through it, almost 2 hours. But this is what
that's the new time slot for Ask Funk.
Okay, good call.
2 hours. That's how long it takes.
Okay, I love it. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for all of your questions. Please do listen. And when I answer your questions, don't take it to heart. I'm not answering it to put you on
blast.
On blast. I'm answering it because I care. Rick and I do this because we care. We don't need to be sitting in front of a camera for 2 hours, answering questions, but we care. So when I answer the questions, I'm not a pussyfooter, man. I'm not like, oh, maybe you should do that. That's not me, man. You're going to get what you need to hear. And if you're either in or in the way, that's it. You're just either in, you're going to do it, trust the process that thousands of other guys have done, or you're just trying to get in the way of what you want to, what you should be doing, but you're just trying to finesse. I heard about, dude, you're in my way. Like there's other people here who want to get into shape. Anyways, that's all. That's just the funkster, man. Anyways, I love you guys. Rick, thank you so much, man, because we got to give a shout out to Rick, guys. Listen, when Rick posts this, please give him a shout out because he's the one that puts this all together. I love you, buddy. You're awesome. And I love you brothers as well. That's it, right?